but we have to talk about Tyler Cameron and Rachel Kirkconnell. They have squashed their beef. Rachel and Matt were on Tyler's podcast, and they were kind of going back and forth about their brother sister like relationship. Rachel said, "You were doing interviews left and right, just throwing me under the bus and saying I'm the old ball and chain." Actually, I take that back. Matt started the beef, and they went into talking about how Matt actually was having a difficult time balancing having a best friend and a roommate that he did everything with, but also having a new girlfriend. So he was trying to find the balance of who he was spending time with. And it did actually cause a little bit of a strain in his friendship with Tyler. And then things just kind of snowballed for a little bit, but they said they were always fine. They just weren't as close for a moment in time. So, what do you guys think about this? Have you ever dealt with something similar in your life?
Yeah, for sure. I've been the Tyler Cameron, and my friend in high school got a boyfriend, and she doesn't want to hang out with me as much anymore. So yes, I think we've all kind of dealt with this to a certain level, depending on which one of the three you are, and it makes sense. And I'm happy that they're all like they can sit down and do this podcast and really air it all out because there's been like speculation and like little things here and there. So I'm glad that they can just sit down and talk about it all.
Yeah, for sure. I'm glad that they talked about it, they aired it out for us to kind of be privy to because like KG just said, like we were speculating and I kind of figured that they were okay, but maybe they just hadn't, talked it out. So I'm glad that they did so and like she said, it is normal. I for sure have been through stages of friendship change and you have to kind of pivot and lean with the shift of your life. And so it makes sense that they kind of had to like take a step back and then reapproach their friendship. So I think that's actually really healthy. So I'm glad they figured it out.
Yeah, and it's good to see them back on good terms because I think a lot of us really were invested in Tyler and Matt's bromance and their friendship. That's what originally got Matt some notoriety, which made him the Bachelor to
Quarantine
begin with,
house.
since he was never on a
Right.
season. Yeah, the quarantine crew. So it's nice
Hmm.
that they gave us this because clearly they made up a long time ago, but it's nice that they did this for the viewers and the fans who were invested. This has totally happened to me where one of my best friends got a boyfriend and we all used to hang out together, but then it got annoying. And sometimes that just happens. You have to kind of respect your best friend's new relationship. And that's just who they want to spend their majority time with. And sometimes I've noticed it gets harder when you're in your 20s and like some of your friends go into
Hmm.
relationships and other of your friends are still single. And it's like you all still want to hang out, but you do become in two different
Hmm.
places of life.
No, for sure. Like coming out of college, it's like we were all single and like in the same stage of life. And then I'm going off and doing, something completely different, doing this kind of stuff, doing music. And now my friends are married. And like when we have hangouts, it's like the vibe is different. You just kind of have to shift with with the relationships, with the friendships, but knowing that the love is still there and the affection you have towards each other is still there. It's just like Matt and Tyler and Rachel were saying, it's like, it's just not the same. We're not as close, and that's okay. We can still be friends. So I love it.
Yeah, they're not doing the stuff they used to do. But that's okay.
Yeah.
Life evolves, so it's nice to get this little update.